take only a couple minutes before a criminal steals this out of your car, and many mechanics are saying it can take months before your car is fixed. It's the worst way to start the day.
He was starting the car from the back seat to warm it up.
Brianna and her boyfriend then heard a loud noise.
Looked underneath the car and you could actually see how they sawed off the catalytic converter.
But this was no quick fix.
We're going to be without a vehicle for 3 to 4 months just because of the increase of thefts for this specific part, so there's a back order.
A cost of almost $800, SAPD said there were almost 1,400 catalytic converter thefts in 2021. A law passed in September now makes it more difficult for criminals to sell your converter.
We have to put the VIN number, invoice number, and we know exactly where this converter is. They know this was not a stolen converter.
And a car title is now required. SAPD says its investigators check in periodically with local recycling plants to ensure records are in order. Now, to prevent this from happening to you, there's several ways you can protect your catalytic converter. Some that cost from $50 to even just $100.
In the bags, it's gross, it's disgusting.
New at 9, for the past few months, a homeowner says the vacant lot next to her property on the west side has turned into a dumping ground. Now she's turning to us to get some help. Fox Antonio's Zach Hedrick spoke with her and is looking into who's supposed to be cleaning it all up.
It's disgusting, it's embarrassing. You can see couches, more trash, debris.
Elizabeth Montez says all of this started piling up at the end of October.
Then they came and then dumped there, and it just slowly keeps creeping back there.
Now this vacant lot on West Cesar Chavez Boulevard looks more like a landfill.
Not only is all of this an eyesore, Montez says it's a safety risk. She's seen people camp out in this stuff before, and she's also seen kids cut through to get to the other side of the neighborhood.
Montez and her family live just across the street from this. She says it started with construction crews dumping here, but they aren't the only ones to blame.
The neighbors will come and they'll dump, and we'll yell at them and tell them, hey, what are you doing? That's not a dump site.
While that's been frustrating, she says the bigger headache has been trying to find out who's supposed to clean all of this up.
Everybody says a different answer. Somebody says 311, another person says waste management, another person will tell me housing authorities.
Online county court records show the owner of the lot is the San Antonio Housing Authority.
Right now, it's just one big pile of mess.
Montez also has a message for anyone thinking of dumping trash here in the future.
I'm out, and if I see a license plate, I'm going to take a picture of it, and you're going to get a visit from a police officer because that's what they've been telling me to do.
This is an amazing thing to come and visit, and for it to be safer for everyone, workers and visitors, that would be amazing. That was a really great idea.
New tonight, your vote will decide whether to spend millions to repair the Tower of the Americas, one of San Antonio's most beloved landmarks. In November, the News 4 troubleshooters uncovered serious safety issues with the tower. Well, now it's on the list of projects to be paid for with the city bond. Jay Avila shows us what's in urgent need of repair and how much it will cost.
Inspections we uncovered from 2019 say the brackets that attach the 3 exterior elevators to the tower are a life safety concern, and that the surface of the tower shaft needs repair so that chunks of concrete don't start falling off.
It was beautiful. We took the elevator ride all the way up, and you got a great view.
Thank you for visiting Tower of the Americas.
The elevator ride is one of the most memorable parts of a visit to the 54-year-old Tower of the Americas.
At the top, we walked around and we took some pictures.
It was amazing. Like, you could see so much things. I recorded on the way up in the elevator so I could share with my kids when I get back home.
The city says the tower is safe, but the clock is ticking for repairs to be made. The inspections were done more than 2 years ago and recommended replacing all elevator guide rail brackets within 3 years. Inspectors took pictures that show age and deterioration of connections to the tower shaft.
That's a little scary, just slightly unnerving.
I'm glad I know that now that I'm on the ground.
Then there's the concrete tower shaft itself. The inspections say steel reinforcements within the concrete can suffer corrosion, leading to pieces of the concrete falling from the tower. Our first report last year focused on damage to the top house. The underside has deteriorated so badly Pieces of stucco have fallen off, leaving gaps. After more than 2 years, the city is close to hiring a contractor to fix those problems. $5.5 million has been set aside from recent budgets to make those repairs. But at the time, the city said it did not have money for the elevators or concrete repair.
Those are currently not in our design. All right, right now what we're focusing on is everything on the top house.
But now those additional repairs are on the list of bond projects the city council will vote on this week. The tower is in Mario Bravo's council district.
So you were unaware that the tower had so many problems?
You know, that was news to me. I'm glad you put the word out about safety concerns.
If approved by the council and voters in May, the bond would provide $10 million to fix the elevator guide rail support system, the concrete on the tower, and a list of other items.
And it's a very unique structure, so it takes more in terms of engineering and studying to be able to address the issues. But, you know, it's an iconic part of San Antonio, and I think it's worth preserving.
Sometime this year, you should see work begin on the top house. Then, if voters approve the bond, the search can begin for contractors to repair the elevator brackets and the tower concrete.